What is up? So, pretty much, this is the start of my day right here. Boom. Giant protein shake. 3 scoops of the Target brand protein powder. 75 grams of protein right there. It might actually be a little bit more because I put 3 scoops. I didn't level them out perfectly, so I just put like a little bit of extra in there. It could be like 80 grams, whatever. But this whole thing is getting downed. And, so like yesterday, right, was back day. So, right after that, I had the same thing, right after my back day. Well, actually, okay, take it back. I had Chipotle, then I had a protein shake, 3 scoops. This is actually new. Normally I'd have 2 scoops, but, I don't know, figured I'd give it a shot. Why not switch it up a little bit? So, and, no matter your views on protein powder or whatever, a lot of people, they say that you should be getting your protein from natural sources. At the end of the day, right, if you're like struggling to get that protein in, and let me tell you, it is definitely important. Probably way more important than you think. When the muscles are building up, right, what's it called? Protein synthesis. So, come on now, you want all the essential amino acids, and let me tell you, whey protein will give you all the amino acids that you freaking need, okay? If your body's repairing muscle, right, let's say you just had a freaking crazy back day, crazy leg day, especially, really, legs, okay? Legs is super important. I would say, like, legs, well, really everything. I'm not gonna freaking, like, discriminate muscle groups here, but, when it comes to getting your protein in, it's just the convenience, right? Like I feel like almost anyone, right? And that's why I kind of went through like the stages of like trying different protein powders, the Target protein powder versus, I would GNC. That one was okay. I've tried Target. I've tried, the 6-star protein powder. I've tried the, Rise protein powder. I've tried which Rise is really good, but it's really freaking expensive. The only reason I got the Rise protein powder was because it was half off at Target. During their like Target Circle Week or whatever the hell. So I got I really wanted to try it. I got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch one. That one I thought it was pretty darn solid. But when it's full price, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. And I've gone through pretty much every freaking type of, like, not every single one, right? Like, I haven't tried any vegan protein powders. I haven't tried any of the, like, clear ones, I don't know if y'all have seen those where it's literally, like, a clear, like, you could put it in a glass of freaking water and it just, like, dissolves in it, I'm not saying that those don't work, but I don't know, man. I feel like you should definitely be getting your protein. If you're going to be getting protein from protein shakes, it needs to be like whey protein. Right? Okay? Like, why, like, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, why change the wheel? Or why, don't try to reinvent the wheel. It's freaking whey protein powder. You're getting all the amino acids you need. And it works. Right? It works. Like, I know it's kind of weird, like, drinking it, I guess. But, no, it's just... So, anyways, today, leg day, right, obviously. So, right after this leg day, I'm going to be taking advantage of either, I don't know if it's going to be a 2-scoop, 3-scoop, whatever in the world. Really, it's like your body's going to use what it needs. So, whether it's 2 or 3 scoops, I'm kind of inclined to think that more is better, but... it kind of, I guess, like, depends on just, like, your body's need. And I probably didn't need to do. Honestly, I'm not really that sore today. So hopefully, right? Well, my whole goal with my back day was to freaking destroy. Like, for example, sometimes I don't feel lats, right, on my lat pull downs. It's a very common issue with people getting into the gym is you might have trouble feeling back. Which I've been one of those people, I'm unfortunately not one of the select few who just got into the freaking gym and is able to do a crazy squeeze on my dang traps, laps, and all my different back muscles. Like, it's been the struggle. So my whole thing with back is to get in there, and it's like, I don't care if I'm not feeling it, right? Like, or you might feel it, but it's not like a burn like some other, like, let's say you're doing some crazy freaking like dumbbell curls or something, and you feel your biceps start to really burn. It's like, okay, that muscle is freaking working its ass off right now. But then again, the bicep is way more, it's way more simple to just like activate it, because it's like one motion, right? Biceps are just like, either you're pulling, right? But at the end of the day, all the biceps doing is freaking like up and down motion. That's it. So it's not really, you don't have to like try to do some fancy sort of like movement in order to like activate that muscle, which is kind of why it's hard to activate back sometimes, or not, maybe not activate it, but like really target the muscle group you're intending to target. All right, because like I feel like when you're first starting out, your back is just kind of like, it just kind of moves. It also kind of moves in like just back, right? Like back and down, and that's pretty much it. Like at the end of the day, to work back, right? Like what are you always doing? You're just like pulling back, but it kind of like activates a lot of muscles in the back. It's not, it's really difficult to like isolate whatever you're trying to work. Like I feel like even on lat pull downs, I'll sometimes get a little bit like, even a little bit of activation in the top. It just kind of like happens everywhere. So, my back to what I was talking about is, my whole goal is like, if you're not feeling it, just keep on freaking going, right? On whatever set you're doing. Also dumbbell, dumbbell, dumbbell pulls, what, there's something like that, where you're like leaned over leaned over the bench, and you're like, pulling back with the dumbbell. But that is a good freaking workout right there. What I do is I'll get like the 60 pound, 65 pound, put them on each side, right? I'll do like 7 or 8, switch to the left hand side, do 7 or 8, and then go straight back to the right and go to failure on both. That's, and okay, going back to the main thing, right? And once again, I'm not like huge or anything. Like right now I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of flat. But then again, I haven't done like an arm day in like a minute. But I mean, I have some decent, it's decent for like 4 months in the gym, right? Like 4.5 months. But no, my whole thing, once again, go to failure. Stop. I think everyone needs to get this whole idea out of their head. Reps in reserve, quote unquote. No. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't care what any science-backed freaking lifter or any sort of. I just don't care. That's just not. Your muscle. You want your muscles to grow, right? So like, it's only gonna grow in a situation where it cannot go anymore at all. So you're damaging that muscle, right? And not to mention, you're probably going to do a little bit more damage to those fibers on that last freaking like really. And so obviously you don't want to go freaking balls to the wall. Like I saw a video of Rich Piana. He was talking about doing some sort of 8-hour arm workout. You're going to freaking like, that's not even going to. It's something about your kid. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like your muscle starts to break down because it's actually dying. Like you don't want to do that or anything, but you definitely want to go like, and freaking superset it, right? Like superset your workouts, right? Like finish your workout, go to failure, take like, stop for 5, 10, 15 seconds, go back, do like 2 or 3 more reps to failure. You get like doing that, you get a free rep to failure, right? You don't have to pump out 10, like 10 reps again in order to get all the way to failure. No, you can just go straight back to failure. Boom. But yeah, that's the main thing. And I feel like recently I've been slacking on the triceps. I'm going to really like lock in on that. Like when I first started lifting, I was really like hitting my triceps, like killing my triceps. Recently it's been a lot of chest, right? And that's super typical. But no, it's because once again, Thomas, he always likes to go for 1 rep maxes. So I've been going freaking crazy on the chest. Oh, another little point. Freaking weights are not created equal. Like, I don't know what in the world, but we have like a squat rack or not a squat rack, like a bench press rack. I guess it could be a squat rack, whatever. But we try to do like 1 rep max, right? 225, okay? And the weights at my house are at least 5 to 10 pounds off the weights from the YMCA. At least, because me and Thomas, we were at my house, and I was really struggling with 225 at my house. So I got 225, but it was not, I didn't go all the way down. I went almost all the way down. I'd say maybe I was like, maybe like 2.5 inches away from my chest. So it might have counted. But I'll tell you what, the next day we went to the YMCA. Okay, we tried the same thing again. And those weights were moving like butter compared to the weights I had in my house. But to be fair, that could literally be a 5 or 10 pound difference. It might not even be, I would say it's probably like a 5 pound difference. Maybe 10 pounds, but I seriously doubt 10 pounds. But I will say me and Thomas both unanimously agreed that for whatever reason, the weights at my house were definitely a little bit heavier than the weights at the YMCA. That doesn't really matter, right? I'm just saying, like, if you're like, let's say you go to one gym one day, you're freaking repping out 225 or something, right? Next week, next chest day, you do the same 225 at another gym, and you're like, God, this is just like, something about this feels way harder. Like, am I getting weaker? Just remember, there is like variance. Not every single not every weight is going to be exactly the same, right? Especially if you're hitting that 1 rep max and it's close, right? Like, you are almost to that point where it's like, or you're to the point to where it's like almost too hard to lift. That's when that's going to be like, you're going to be like, God dang, like, why am I struggling so much? But, today, I'm going to freaking go crazy on some legs. Obviously, quad extensions, okay, hamstring curls, and then, what was I going to say? Hack squats. I was, me and Thomas were at Planet Fitness, and we tried the hack squat machine, and we were like, God, it was the first time we tried a hack squat machine, and it was, we freaking really liked it. Like, it was really, I don't know what it was about it. I don't really understand why, like, legs activate better or worse, because like, you're kind of doing the same thing. So I don't really know why machines would matter, but something about that hack squat was activating my quads and hamstrings a little bit differently, right? I got onto that machine just to try it out for like one set, and I think I did like 12 reps. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. Got off of it because I wasn't doing that. I think I was doing chest day or something. But I said, we were talking about machines, and we wanted to just like kind of try it out. So that's what we did. And that next day, my freaking legs were sore. After 12 reps, I was like, what in the world? What in tarnation? Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I didn't go all the way to failure because I wasn't interested in like that. That wasn't the day, right? That wasn't the day. But I did do enough to where like I was feeling it, So yeah, definitely doing some hack squats. Let's see what else. I mean, honestly, I think that really might be it. Just spam all of that, right? Spam it with some like relatively heavy weight. I wouldn't necessarily start on, like some sort of crazy freaking like 200-pound leg curls or something, but just heavy weight, like 10 to 12 reps. And then hamstring curls. I feel like hamstring curls kind of benefit almost from like more like spammy type of movements, like really fast, explosive movements versus like controlled. I don't think hamstrings are really designed for like slow, controlled movement. So yeah, normally when I'm there, I'm just kind of like spamming them out, like pretty quickly. But I obviously go to failure. I go till I can't go anymore. So yeah, and then hack squats, obviously, going to failure once again. But yeah, I'm gonna give that machine another go because I was surprised. I was surprised at how much I felt like my legs were getting activated by that. But that's kind of the thing. It's like if you see a machine that you're kind of like in the back of your head, you're kind of thinking like, oh, I don't need that. Like, yeah, it's probably wouldn't make that big of a difference. But I don't even know. Anyways, whole thing. Like I said, go to failure. If you're struggling to meet your protein goal, protein shake. Right there. It's that simple. It really is. That's 75 grams. 75 grams. I could have 2 of these, and I promise you, like, this looks like a lot to drink, but over the course of an hour, it's gone. Not to mention, if you're trying to do like a cut, it keeps you full, right? I think this is 160. So this is about like 300 something calories, 400 calories. So really not that bad. And most of those calories are from protein. So, not to say that, like, I feel like calories aren't always exactly created equal, right? Due to like blood glucose and insulin release and all that kind of stuff. But, when it's protein, I'm not super obviously, if you drink like freaking 5 of these a day, you'd probably get fat. But anyways, yeah, we're going to freaking go crazy on some legs. Hopefully tomorrow we will be feeling it, right? I'm kind of feeling it in the back today. Sometimes it takes like there's like a little intermission day where, you don't feel it or whatever. But anyways, I'll get in there, crush it. See ya.